Welcome to David Does. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you subscribing. If you aren't new, you know I do reviews of photography, videography equipment, travel gear, and last week I made a video of the Papershoot camera, the Asteroid City Edition. It was my initial impressions of that camera. My plan was to film a long-term review of this and compare it to my other novelty cameras like the Illiford Sprite 35mm. But as I was doing this testing and taking it to actually just an outing with some friends, I had it in my pocket and I had an incident with it. I want this to be kind of a data point for you if you're buying this camera, for you to make the decision whether or not it's for you. Before I get started, it's important to note that I don't receive compensation from any of these companies. I do affiliate marketing links, so if you click on like an Amazon link, it may give me, a few pennies on the dollar. But it's very important for me to give you a very accurate review. More or less, I was driving down the road and I had jean shorts on and it felt like there was like a bumblebee stinging me. I pulled the camera out and it was the only thing in my pocket and it was smoldering. Something was very wrong with this camera. So I pulled off to the side of the road. At that point, the whole inside of my car smelled like electricity. And I get out of my car, I start deassembling this, and the batteries are actually what's smoldering. So I knock those out on the concrete and that stops the reaction. I have a feeling that if I did not catch that sooner, things would have been much worse. That is speculation though, so that's just what I think. All in all, I did receive a minor burn on my leg and my shorts are probably gonna be thrown out because that, battery acid or whatever it is on it, the damage is done. I filmed a video while it was happening. I'm not really going to share that simply because, it's a heat of a moment thing. I wanted to reach out to the company and see how they responded and kind of collect all my thoughts and make a more professional video. They basically said they're going to refund me for my purchase and send me a new camera. I don't know. Maybe that's fair, probably is. I don't really have an opinion on that. I am just hopeful that they take the safety side of this seriously. Because like I said, I'm speculating if I did not take that apart, I could have received probably some severe burns from this camera. I would be hesitant to give this camera to a child or somebody who doesn't have the knowledge of how to take the camera apart if there's something going wrong. On their website, whenever I purchased this, they actually make a note saying that you should buy quality batteries whenever you use this camera. Maybe that's related to an incident like this, or maybe not. I'm not an electrical engineer, but that was one of the reasons why I just decided to add the batteries, because I'm not an electrical engineer. If I buy them from the company themselves, should be a pretty good setup. So I did use all of their products, and that still happened. More or less, this is just a buyer beware for you to understand that there is a risk involved with this and what happened to me. Hopefully they make some changes. Hopefully they make it a little bit better. But that's my story. I was hopeful to do a full review of this. I probably won't do a comparison between the actual camera and the 35mm at this point, just because I don't know if I can trust it with my personal safety. That's pretty much all for this video. It's not the type of video I like to make, so make sure you subscribe and check out some of my other videos. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. David Does.